Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages. Have I got a surprise for you? Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages. Welcome to this week's vlog for one man and his boat. And the surprise is we've got the lovely Jeff back. Yay! Jeff is taking his first spin in the North Sea for 2025 for him. It's the end of February for me. But there you go. That's how busy this man's been. And to have him aboard, I'm just absolutely so chuffed, because you know that you're going to get some quality vlog this time. Right, guys. Why is that shutting off? Ooh, right, wee update for you guys. We've got a new camera, another DJI. It looks like we're on the conversion here, and it's just switched itself off. Oh dear. But anyway, the spring is in the air, guys. The snowdrops have pushed through, the daffodils are struggling to get through, and the weather's been quite settled. And for such a lovely winter we've had, I'm counting my blessings, so I'm actually going to do a little bit of risk work over the next week or two, and that's actually start putting more gear in. Should I do it? There's always a saying here at Dunbar, dinna cast a clout till May's out. That basically means don't put your gear in till after May, because you're still due winter storms. I'm me, I'll do me, I'll take my risk. It's just been so calm for so long. And I know everybody sitting at home will be saying, oh, are you sure you're doing the right thing, Barry? Yes, I feel it in my bones that I am. And you know, by past dealings, that my bones speak for everything. Right, guys, we're going to louse the ropes. We're going to get out of here because the tide's ebbing. I'll talk a bit more about the tides in a minute.
Are we ready to go?
Are we ready to go? We are ready to go. Let's go.
Not so sure.
So guys, I was going to talk to you about tides. Now, after this tide here, tonight's tide is going to be super duper. At the minute, when we come back in about low tide, we've got 1.24 of a metre underneath the boat. This evening, the bottom of the tide, it'll be 0.67 apparently. So that's a huge jump in the tides, which means the tides will be screaming up and down the North Sea into the Firth of Forth here, which actually kills fishing. Sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't, but this time of year it usually doesn't. So we'll just have to play the next few days as it comes. I mean, a few of the guys have hardly been catching a thing as is, so that just shows you the lobsters already know what's coming with the tides. See that, or they know that there's weather coming. But there's not. It's all southwesterly winds for the next few days. A big blow start of the week for 3 or 4 days, but it's all southwest, which is absolutely fantastic for Dunbar. So happy days, happy days. Just wish we could get the lobsters now, because for us, we're approaching Easter, and usually at Easter the prices go, even though there's nothing to catch. But there you go, that's the way the world rocks.
No, I brought the drone with me, but...
Nah, you'll not get it this morning, mate. Winds increases as daylight comes in, eh? I wouldn't think so, anyway.
Oh, I on that as well.
Oh,
I thought...
Oh, Jeff's having a good time then now.
Well, no, my drone insurance finishes, I thought, at midnight on the 27th of February.
Right.
Today's the 27th of February, by the way. This will be going out on the 22nd of March, but today's the 27th of February. So I thought my drone insurance, in my brain, finished on the 27th of February. So last night, I decided I might as well just, because I've got a number of days left over on it, I'll just chance it and book a day. Just what I did, because last night it said you can't book tomorrow because today's your last day on your current insurance. So I had to renew my insurance last night. I was going to renew it tonight. So yeah. So
he's very meticulous with his admins, as your Jeff.
I was a day out. Yeah. So that was fun. So anyway, let me tell you what I've been up to. Right. The reason I haven't been out on the boat, ladies and gentlemen, is since end of last year. Is that I'm working on one of my jobs is the Asian Le Mans series. You know, I work in motorsport, so my main income is from the European side, but the company I work for in Le Mans, in France, they asked me to do the Asian Le Mans series, which is the same cars, same everything, but it's based in they have races in Malaysia and races in Dubai and Abu Dhabi. My colleagues work from Singapore. My event manager is based in Singapore, and my social media colleague is based in Australia. So time difference, as you guys that live that end of the world know, it's quite a long way away. So I have to work early mornings. So this is the reason I can't come out the boat, because I have to do my job. And normally I can come out, get back, as it's only an hour's difference to France, but this is 8 hours to Singapore and 11 hours to Australia. I have to work early morning, so I can't come out the boat, hence why we think. But I've just come back from Abu Dhabi. We had 4 races, 2 in Dubai and 2 in Abu Dhabi. When was it? Last week?
Last week.
Last week.
So yeah, what week he's on, bless him.
I don't know what time zone I'm on half the time. So that finishes. That's the end of the Asian Le Mans series. So I had 2 races in Dubai, 2 races in Abu Dhabi, and now I'm on the countdown to go down to Spain on the 29th. So when this comes out, it'll be next weekend. I'm flying to Spain for 10 days for the start of the European series. So yeah, go to Barcelona.
So that's another 10 days without your Jeff. Oh yeah. No.
And then I'm going to Greece on holiday. Talk about a busman's holiday. You get back on a plane. I fly back on the Monday. On the Wednesday, get on a plane. I fly to Athens. So, but that's for holiday.
Yeah, holidays is far better than working.
Yeah. But Barry mentioned about my passport. I've got a 40-pager passport, which I got in 2017. And it's still a red one for those British people that know. It's still a European one, but it's not, obviously, it's not a black Brexit one. but it's full. It's got 5 pages left in it, because every time I go into Europe, yes, Barry, we still get stamped. The ETIAS system, the electronic system, the Europeans are trying to bring in, is supposed to be coming in this year, and everyone's going, oh, it's going to cost us £14. I can't wait because it stops the stamps going in the passport once you've got an electronic system. So I say bring it on. You know, we use
this is Jeff having a rant now.
Yeah.
I'm rubbing off on him. Woohoo!
But it is a pain in the backside. I'll be honest with you, I know a lot of fishermen voted for Brexit, and I've got no problems with the reasons. But for me, for my job,
Shafty.
it's a pain in the arse. Because when we go through the airport, I have to stand in the same queue as the Australians, the Americans, etc. And the EU gates, which are next door to us, are free. They're completely clear. And I could have walked straight through the airport and straight onto my next plane. Whereas I have to queue for 3/4 an hour, sometimes 3/4 an hour at Schiphol, Amsterdam. And it's a pain. But it's one of those things. We just deal with it. It's been 5 years now, so...
Yeah. That's the same way as the fishermen having to deal with the blooming shafting that we got for the government from Brexit.
I know there's never...
Twats.
I can't... Yeah, there's never any
Honestly.
good things. When we deal with the government, there's never good things. They never give us stuff. They always take it away.
Exactly.
But anyway...
Let's not start ranting about the government, or this could be a long bloody vlog. Best thing to do with an MP is chop them up and put them in the creel for bait.
They can come out and do the job. They
do their job.
No, come out and do your job.
Well, aye. See how quickly that changes.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you mean I've worked all week for nothing? Right?
I still want you to pay tax.
I can pay tax on nothing though.
Yeah. Well, they'll find a way.
Oh, they would.
You're breathing, aren't you?
Yes, exactly.
So
oxygen. That's the next thing we're going to tax.
Yeah.
Right?
Tax your oxygen. Anyway.
We need a revolution in this country. And get rid of them.
What was it? 1745 the Scots tried the last time, wasn't it?
Look at that turn do. And we're still fighting for the same bit of ground.
And for those who don't understand the reference, that's the Jacobite Rebellion of 1745-1746, Bonnie Prince Charlie, for those who think. So it's been a long time. There's a lot of history around here with that as well. The Battle of Preston Pans, if you look it up on Wikipedia, that was fought just up the road here, and that's when actually Bonnie Prince Charlie's troops actually beat the English. And the English general ran away, Johnny Cope, there's a song about that, and he came back through Dunbar and got back on his boat and sodded off back to England.
Ran away with his tail between his legs, bless him.
Yeah. Unfortunately, a year later, Battle of Culloden up near Inverness, that was it then. That was the end of the rebellion.
Yeah. I would try though.
You tried. Yeah.
Yeah, we tried. We're always tryers, us Scots.
Yeah. Well,
or trying.
I think trying is good.
Definitely. Especially when you're aboard the Lynsey B. Woohoo! Here, guys, I was just going to have a quick blether now. It's my turn to have a wee blether. Obviously, most of you know that the Lynsey B is due MCA inspection this year.
Oh dear.
We've got our inboard inspection, which checks all the safety gear and our stability and stuff like that. And then we've got our out the water survey, which checks all the propellers, rudders, how the condition of the hull is, etc. Now, I must admit, I was a bit dubious about this when I first started, but the information that you can actually find online is quite good. However, as per normal, one government group never speaks to the other government group, and you've got to tie in with both to get one result, which is absolutely confusing as hell. If they just talk to each other, then this whole MCA system thing would be a hell of a lot easier.
Hey look, there's a flying pig.
Oh! You don't see pig on a boat.
Oh, no shit.
Oh, that's it, Jonah Jeff has arrived. Oh, we're screwed. That's it, dive. Oh, no, that's one thing. He's a newbie. We'll teach him up. You never say the PIG word, mate.
Oh, okay,
no.
Okay. Why is that?
I don't know, it's superstitious nonsense as per usual. That's the same as the black cat going in front of you, the vicar going anywhere near you. There's probably about 4 books worth of stuff of why fishermen didn't go to sea back in the day. Personally, I think it depends if they needed a dram or no. But that's the same as painting a boat green and all this other superstitious nonsense.
So to all the fishermen out there, I do apologise. And I apologise to my skipper.
There'll be shouts and screams at the tail. I bet you a few guys will spilt their tea.
Yeah.
What? What did he just say?
I do.
I feel like Char on the radio this morning.
Is that like the Scottish play for actors, is it?
Yeah, something like that. By the way, I'm right here.
We're on the go.
Too busy talking to the camera. Right, here we go, guys. Cameras, cameras, cameras. I'm the professional here, sir.
Yeah.
See, I've got nowhere else to put it though.
I know, it's fine. Just make sure it's away from the camera, that's all. Keep you entertained.
Yeah! We've put the work to rights already. we've rewritten the country.
Oh, the other thing is we had a few complaints on the thing. Can we carry on?
Aye,
about that camera. We got to watch the lens on
the
it.
lens, I know, I've seen
the
that.
last one I did, which was coming out tomorrow, Saturday. Tomorrow's Friday. Saturday, there'll be a lot of complaints about the amount of spray on the camera.
I know, it's like we're at the North Sea, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm out here working, nobody being a cameraman.
Right.
Oh my goodness. Whoa. Oh look, sun's coming up, Jeff.
Oh yeah.
Velvets. Can land velvets today, thankfully. Oh my god, look at this, tiny.
Cool.
That's a wee bit rocky rolly this morning, pal.
You said it's going to be calm today.
I know, it was calm yesterday. There's better be less wind today. Oh my goodness, look at this.
Nope.
Not going to get rich quick with this fleet. Berry hen, guys. Now, we had a few questions last week. Why did I throw the berry hens back without V-notching them? Well, basically because the Scottish Government last year says that all boats will stop landing berry hens I don't need to V-notch them anymore. Yes, it will make the stock last 3 years. However, the amount of stock that we have at Dunbar, that's all we'd be doing is just V-notching, honestly. There'd be nothing, you wouldn't be able to get on with your work because you just keep going all day, every day, right? Because we are lucky here at Dunbar, we have a fantastic stock range. And it seems to be getting better as the year's going on, but the stuff's getting smaller, and that's due to overfishing. Then, yes, I did say it. Oh. Hey, where was this? Had 3 ball-ups yesterday.
Yeah.
Each end, there was the 3 last quills were all balled in at each other. It's because they were out in the deep. And the way the forecast was while you were away, Jeff, was south-east. And sometimes south-east can be bad out there, eh? They're getting smaller. Looks like we'll have to do a big shift with this one, mate. Looks like we'll have to do a big shift with this one.
Yeah.
This is it! It's tiny! Little baby one. It's alright. There's life, but no the right size.
Yeah.
You feeling alright, bro?
Yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that was diabolical. Now you've seen fishing in its true colours when there isn't fishing. 2 velvets. That is it. Obviously, bait's £25. Diesel for getting out here, £25 probably. Aye, well, it's going to be a long week. This is the end of it, this is Thursday. That's a bit champy, Jeff,
Yeah,
it really is. Turn you around a wee bit. See the chap. So we're here. Well, I got out to that where that line is, or round about that area. No, that's what it was, mate. I shot the flag away just like this, got a shake reel shot, and then I seen Jordan's invisible end. It was just, oh, for God's sake. So I always say, mark your gear right, because it's not just about you, it's about everybody working around the booty. Away you go, my love. Right guys, let's band these lobsters, shall we? Oh wait a minute, we're not going to. Frick. Never mind.
Never mind. Never mind.
On to the next fleet. Hopefully there'll be something in that one. This next fleet's out deeper.
Alright. Okay.
So we'll
hopefully.
Hopefully there might be something different in it. Because that was just
Okay. So Baz, let's talk DJI slash GoPro, shall we?
Oh, shall we?
Yeah.
Shall we? All right, good then. Pros and cons.
Right, we keep going on about these DJI cameras. We bought the first one, which is the one we're filming on at the moment, before Christmas.
Yeah.
And it's such a revelation. It's so the footage we get.
This is Aberdeen Coast Guard.
Excuse me.
Safety information broadcast.
There you go. Right. Okay, that sounds sharp.
Interrupted. So the main things are the footage we're getting off it is so much nicer. The other thing is battery life.
Oh, that's tenfold.
Yeah, we're not having to change the battery, swap the batteries out as much, which is so good. So we decided to get a second one, which is on the mast up there, and then there's another. Yeah, and there's a third one coming today to replace the GoPro 11. We have a 12, the one on the rail, it's a 12, GoPro 12, and we're going to swap that one out as well. So we're going to do all the same. So the footage, when I come to editing, my biggest problem, and you'll see it on some of the previous videos, the cameras look different. You've got the GoPro cameras and the DJI camera, and you'll see the difference. It's clearer on the DJI. Also, the drone is a DJI drone, and the footage is so much clearer on that as well. So for editing, having four cameras the same is going to make it a lot easier to edit because they should all be the same.
Because with that last week's video there, you can see the difference as soon as you went to the shot on the rail.
Yeah,
I mean, it was all like the picture quality just was not there.
No,
compared to what we've got here.
GoPros are good. Don't get me wrong.
They are good.
It's just the DJI is a step up. So we decided, for your viewing pleasure and my editing.
Nightmare.
We've swapped it all out. So, as I say, the third one's arriving today, and I'll order the fourth one in the next couple of weeks. So we'll think so.
So we'll be converted to DJI, Jeff.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about that? Are you feeling alright with that?
Yeah. The other thing is all the GoPro mounts, etc., fit the DJI, so you have got to swap all that stuff out. So it's compatible, so we don't have to go around and swap everything. It's just the cameras. And the other advantage, which you already alluded to, is the microphones. These DJI mics that we're wearing they connect to the DJI cameras by Bluetooth. So we don't have to put external connections. Whereas on the GoPros, the microphones had to be plugged in, which meant the case was open, which means it's not waterproof.
Yeah.
So
and out on this boat, you definitely need it to be waterproof.
So it's again protection, and the fact that we can just put the microphones on, they link in automatically straight away, and yeah, it's great. So I still have my obviously my iPhone mount, which I use for my roaming one. I still got my Fujifilm gear, but I don't tend to bring it on the boat because we haven't got enough room really, and it's safer to use my phone.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lightweight. We like to be lightweight and portable.
Yeah, definitely, it's the right way ahead, especially for such a small boat. I mean, everybody at home, you see on this camera and you think, well, that boat's actually bigger than what it is, but it's not. Honestly, she is a small boat.
Yeah.
I mean, there's hardly enough room to swing a cat in here when there's gear aboard, Jeff's aboard. I mean, it's just, it is a small boat. For everybody that's seen her in real life, I bet you've all got a shock. So, looks bigger on the camera.
Yeah. She's definitely not the Titanic. That's for sure.
No, definitely not the Titanic. We don't want her to be like the Titanic, do we, guys? Absolutely not.
But yeah, I've got the drone with me today, but as you can see from the footage, we're a bit choppy today, so there's no way.
No way, wind's tickling up at all.
Yeah, there's no way I'll put the drone up today. Not my lightweight one anyway. If I was on the harbour, I'd fly the Mavic 3, the bigger drone. This will be fine today, but I can't fly it off the back of the boat. The little ones, the Mini 3, but it's not as stable in these conditions. Yeah. And it's more about landing. It's more about giving it back.
That's what I was just going to say to you, because we all have tried that before, haven't we?
Yeah.
Tried it with the big boat with the rock hopper, and it just nearly didn't go well.
No. So,
and that was a bigger landing area.
Yeah. So we'll forgo the drone today.
Just got up to the end up there, mate.
Yeah. So that's the DJI/GoPro.
That's an analysis on it.
Yeah.
And DJI all the way for us.
Yeah.
And for everybody that loves GoPros, just stick with it if that's your bag.
No, there's nothing wrong with GoPros.
No,
I'm not saying
definitely not.
it. It's just there are advantages for what we are doing having DJI.
Aye. The weatherproofing and the battery life's the biggest thing for me.
Yeah.
Because obviously when Jeff's not here, I've got to do everything myself. And actually having that longer period in between battery changes is brilliant. Really, it's especially when we come up to summertime, when we've got more gear. Because last thing you can be doing is changing batteries over every 5 minutes. Right, ready to get to it, guys. Here we go, fleet number 2. This one's a wee bit deeper. We're in 10 fathom here, so I'm hoping there'll be a bit more in the keel than what there was in that last fleet. Put it this way, I need there to be this winter fishing lack. Sometimes it's very difficult. You gonna have a sit doing this fleet all day?
Yeah, I'll sit
good
on my
lad,
arse
good
with
lad.
this one.
Oh. Just stick them in. Oh, very hang, guys. Oh. That size but soft. Not getting rich today, mate.
No. My fault.
No, I'll be the tides, mate.
Nah, my fault.
Your fault.
PIG.
Yeah. Just shows you there's some truth in it, mate. Hey, the old men came what they were doing.
I'd never heard of that one.
You never heard that one?
I heard the black cap job and all the rest of it, and I know fishermen and superstition, but I never knew about the
PIG. It's funny how you're allowed to spell it though, eh?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, we got one.
Ooh. No.
What?
Oh.
What was it?
Too small.
Too small.
It looked good, it had the beam, but it didn't have the length. Wow. Well, they knew you were going to do that. Last cool, last chance, mate.
Ooh.
Wow.
Wow.
Exactly. This is getting pretty dire, pal. Right, spanners there. Is that for there to there? Right, going into him shot east, I think. I don't mind telling you guys, this is getting pretty dire. Thank God there's only another 2 fleets left to pull. I have got 5 fleets in, but I only shot one yesterday and it's still soaking. Because what I'm doing at the minute is, ones that are needing repaired, I'm bringing in. So obviously they need a counterpart, so I've got the numbers on the sea. Hopefully when the tide goes on the flood, it'll settle this wee chap that we've got here down. At the minute we've got a nor'westerly swell, southwesterly wind and an ebbing tide. Once everything turns about, it'll be swell against tide, and because the tides are putting in, it should calm it down quite quickly. And with the southwest wind, that'll probably help. No idea where this came from, like. I can only imagine that it's there was a storm on the west coast of Scotland. I think it's now went more northeast, and we've just had a wee kick down from it. See that, it was now blowing a gale last night from the northeast. I don't know, because I live in Dunbar. Right, that's going to have to do. Right, let's try this, Jeff.
Yeah.
Away you go, my love, away you go. Right.
What did you do there?
Zippity doo dah, right enough. Right, we're in at the cup now. This one's away in. No in, but
Yeah.
closer in. Should be a bit nicer in there, mate.
More important, there's any lobsters in it.
Right, it's going, I don't think so. They know the tides are going to make.
Yeah.
Just this time of year, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah.
That's what it's called fishing, mate.
Yeah.
Not every day's a catching day.
Oh, right.
So this is the first time you've actually seen me not catch anything, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I've seen one fleet. You had one fleet with nothing in it, never two. Never seen two fleets without nothing
This
in
might
it.
be a third.
Yeah.
If this is a third, then they know that these tides are going to make and they're just hiding.
Yeah.
It's a guarantee, because for lobsters, strong tides are probably worse than what storms are. Yeah, because it'll just kick them along the bottom like nobody's business.
Yeah.
Right, come on. Lobster, lobster, lobster. At least yin. Oh, take me away. Oh, God almighty. Look at this, guys. Absolutely tiny. Okay, one thing, I'm looking forward to summer. Ooh, but no.
No.
Yeah, near. I was ever hopeful there, mate, ever hopeful. I think that's one trait you've got to be a fisherman, is hopeful.
Yeah.
Very hen. This is a bit nicer in here. It's not so rocky
Yeah,
rolly.
it's not so choppy.
Yeah, look at the part, but I don't think they're. No. Yeah, they were doing here.
No.
Yeah. What about you, pal? You cut lobster. Yeah. Shit, where'd that flag go? So that's right there. Jesus. Took the eye off the ball for a second.
Yeah.
I think you're going to see a fourth or not. Well, listen, it makes my mind up what I'm doing tomorrow, and it's not coming out here.
No. So, RNLI.
RNLI, that's a good subject.
Yeah.
Why are we talking about the RNLI, Jeff?
RNLI. Well, let's talk about your family first. The Bruntons and the RNLI. Go on. So, what did your great grandfather and your grandfather do?
They were coxswains of the Dunbar lifeboat for many a year. My grandfather retired mid-80s, I think, like that. But all his brothers were on the lifeboat at one time. Now, back then, fishermen were basically the bulk of the RNLI. They'd done everything, because obviously they know the coasts, they know everything. And my grandfather joined the RNLI because my great-grandfather had been in the RNLI as well. So, yes, we've got a great family tradition in the RNLI, we have. My father never went into it because things were changing then. And I never went into it because I was too busy doing other things. And one man in his boat, hey!
Yeah. So, well, since I moved up here for my business, I've always given money to the RNLI. Instead of sending Christmas cards, I always donate money to the RNLI because I feel like they do a great job, and it's all voluntary. For those of you who are not in the UK, the Royal National Lifeboat Institution is a volunteer-only thing, and it's all done by charitable donations. So it's an emergency service, but it's a charity. So it relies on donations. So I've done every year. So this year, end of last year, I decided I'm going to become a member because I thought, well, I do this every year anyway, so I might as well. I actually joined, and I'm what they call a governor. I don't know how that works. I do get
All right, governor.
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 So yeah, so I give things. So what we've decided on when we're on this boat.
Yes, we made a decision.
Is we're going to, all the merchandise sales, we're going to give 5% of our merchandise sales to the RNLI. So at the end of the year, we will make a donation of 5% of all our merch. So if you buy merch, you will be helping out the RNLI as well.
And not just one man on his boat.
Yeah. So
do the right thing, do it for a good cause. Get yourself onto omhb.com and go and get yourself some merchandise. Yeah.
And also I'll put a link on there, so if you want to make a donation, you can put the link to the RNLI website so you can make a donation as well if you wish to.
Absolutely, because they're so important, guys, honestly. I've been saved by them a few times, and it's just great to know that you've got that umbrella there, that the boys and girls in the orange and blue are going to come to your rescue. Yeah. Honestly. Yeah. Until you're at that end of it, you don't really know how important these guys are.
Yeah, and we've got 2 boats. There's 2 lifeboats in Dunbar.
Luckily.
Luckily, there's an inshore boat.
An offshore boat.
And the offshore boat, which always impressive to see.
Definitely. I love it. See when they start the engines up, you hear that vroom.
Yeah.
Oh,
speed.
It's like the helicopter thing all over again.
Yeah, yeah. I've been lucky enough to go out on the offshore boat.
Yeah.
And so it is impressive, and it's so quick.
It is. It's very quick. 25 knots, I think it can be.
Yeah.
Maybe more, actually.
But in a heavy sea, they're so stable. You know, the fact that but you don't want to sit down when they're going at speed, because they just cut through the water and you bounce around. But at least you know that boat's going to be, if it's coming to rescue you,
they're going to be there.
They're going to be there. So, but these guys and girls, they put their lives on the line.
They do.
And they don't get paid.
They don't.
So
Absolutely.
hats off to them.
I mind you, I'm a bit like that myself. I put all the work into this and I don't get paid. Never mind. Right, let's get this one shut.
Gonna go here?
Yeah.
All right.
So we'll get that one.
Let's see.
Should do. Right guys, there we go, that's the end of the third fleet, and that's another 0. To say disappointed is just written all over my face, I hope. But that is fishing, this is proper winter fishing, this is the kind of year that we've had. It's been absolutely a great year, but however, the stock's not been there. And remember a few vlogs ago I said about the poachy, well I hope Jeff put it in the edit anyway. Scorpion fish. Once you get scorpion fish in your creels, the old men used to say that it would be a lean winter, and it has been that. I mean, we were alright right up until Christmas. As soon as after Christmas, the stocks just went dope. That's been it. So all we've got to do is grind on until spring comes, and hopefully with a wee bit of heat and a wee bit of better weather, that we'll start seeing some more lobsters on the ground. Until then, we must grind on. What I'll do is I'll put them in there, I'll put that on top, let's say boxes. So this was all caught yesterday, guys. I put that on like that. Then put them on top. And then another recover on top of them. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what do you think about that poor day? It's fishing. I mean, this is what happens, especially in winter. I mean, sometimes you get, sometimes you don't. So if you enjoyed this video, guys, please give it a thumbs up. Please write a comment below if you have any questions, and please, please, please subscribe to the channel. That's always very helpful indeed. From Jeff and I, thank you very much for watching. Until your next vlog, my friends, all the very best.